I don't wanna let you down. It's the only thing I think about every morning. You know my life ain't figured out.
Parents then Andy
But I
probably.
promise if you stick around,
Happy
you'll
New
never
Year!
get bored. Spend nights
Chin chin!
I don't wanna let you down. I don't wanna lose you now. Will you stay even when you wanna walk away? When times get bad, we can learn to love what we have. I don't wanna let you down. I don't wanna let you down. I don't wanna let you down.
Hi team, I hope you're all well and a happy new year. Today is the 1st of January. I was gonna say November, I don't know why. It's the 1st of January 2021. Welcome to the new year. I spent last night online. I was supposed to be going to my brother's for New Year's Eve and having some tea with him, and then nipping to my parents just to see them before midnight and then coming back home. However, it snowed very, very heavily on New Year's Eve night and New Year's Eve morning, and then throughout New Year's Day and New Year's Eve, and I just didn't feel comfortable with driving to my parents and then having to drive back at gone midnight, or even staying over at my parents and trying to get back today. So yeah, it was a good call in the end, to be fair, because it was very cold last night as well. There was some frozen fog come in as well, so it was a good call in the end. But my parents were worried about me being on my own all night on New Year's Eve. However, it turned out fine because it was Molly's booktube birthday, so we were on a live show with her, myself, Jade and Maddie, which was great because I can't go anywhere, but I wanted to make an effort, so that's what I did. I did my hair, did my makeup, I put a dress on, and the live show was really good. We had a great time. We asked some questions and then we played some games, and it was a really good time. I really enjoyed it. And yeah, overall, yesterday, despite being a really fucking shit day to start off with, ended up being such a good day. And yeah, thank you to my main girls for making that happen, and also to everyone that hung out with us yesterday and really helped out, because it was such a good day. It's such an amazing way to end it, such a shit year. So thank you so much. This is the beginning of a new weekend reading vlog, and I am not pushing myself too hard. She says, looking at the size of the books, it looks worse than it is, honestly, and I'll explain in a second. But the first book I'm going to be reading is The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. This I'm buddy reading with Pris, and I'm really looking forward to picking this one up. I've been very nervous about picking this up. I really wanted to read it for such a long time because everyone loved it and they've been loving it, the whole series, but I've been so nervous because it's quite politically driven. It's about war and Chinese war and Chinese politics and things like that, and I don't particularly like politics in my books. If you've been here for a while, you'll know that, but I really dislike politics in my books. I just dislike politics in general, to be perfectly honest. But Pris said she wanted to read it as well, and we decided to do a buddy read, and we thought the best way to do it, rather than drag it out over a week, is to try and do it over this weekend. So we started today, which is Friday. We're going to be reading it Saturday, Sunday, finishing it Sunday. So we've got it split in 3 different chunks, and yes, that is a Poppy War bookmark. I don't even know where I got this from, but I got it ages ago. It's like an advertisement bookmark that I must have got in a book box because it's advertising the book on the back, but I wanted to use it because why not? And as it turns out, I am loving this so far. I am currently 58 pages in. I'm up to chapter 4, and I am loving this so far. Rin is unbelievably sassy, and I just love her a lot. We have just met Kitai, is that how you pronounce his name? Kitai, I think that's how you say it, and I'm really enjoying him as well. I hope he becomes the main character because I think him and Rin are going to really get on, even like just in a platonic friendship kind of way. I think it's going to be a really great time, and she has managed to get to school. She's taken the tests that she needed to take to get to this school to prevent her from being married, and I'm just really enjoying it so far. It's really good, and I'm hoping that this continues. There have been some politics so far, but honestly it's not been that heavy. If anything, it's been really interesting. So yeah, quite shocking as well. So I am loving this so far, and I don't want to put the kiss of death on it, but I've got really, really high hopes for this. So I'm loving this so far. I'm going to be reading this weekend, so this should be done by the end of this weekend reading vlog, and I'm loving it. Then I also wanted to pick up, this looks ridiculous, this is not what I am picking up, this entire tome. This is the Bargainers entire collection. It's a bind up of all 4 books. So I'm not reading all 4 books. This is by Laura Thalassa. I've already read the first 2. So I have already read this lot. So I'm going to be reading The Empire of Evening Stars in January, and I've thought I would read it this weekend. So it's just this chunk, basically. It's only a little bit. And I wanted to read this weekend because I thought it would be really nice to do so. So that's what else I want to read this weekend. And then I thought maybe tonight I would read The Old Guard Volume 1 and just start the year off. Day 1, book 1, done. So I thought I would read this. I was going to read The Emperor of Stars. I can't remember the name of that book completely. The Emperor of Stars, I think it's called. I was going to read that today, but I got up so late. I didn't get up till 2:30. I was still awake at 5:30. Sorry, 1:30. I woke up. I was still awake at 5:30. So I'm going to read this, I think, a little bit later on, and just use this as day 1, book 1. So by the end of the weekend, I'm hoping to have 3 books finished, which would be really nice. And I know it sounds ridiculous because I'm not supposed to be pushing myself, but it'll just be a really nice start to the year, I think. So we'll see. But if any of them are the ones that I don't read, it will be The Emperor of Stars. I hope I get a lot of reading done this weekend, and manage to be relatively productive as well. And yeah, I shall let you know when I've got you an update. This was super long, my apologies. I'll let you know when I've got an update, and I shall see you in a little bit. Good afternoon. It is a different day. I'm just in the same sweater because I haven't gone anywhere, and why not? I look like I've only just woken up. That's because I have. I don't know what time it is. What did I do with my phone? There it is. It's 5 to 1, and Jade is hosting some Patreon sprints. She started at 12:30, but I just woke up, so I'm gonna join those. I've just been to the shop to get some snacks. But yesterday I was reading The Poppy War, and I got to page 131, chapter 7. So I do need to carry on with this today. Yesterday I was supposed to get to 180, so I was 50 pages off. Today I need to really get to page 345, but I don't know how far Pris is into this because she stayed up reading it through the night, I think. So I need to find out off her, but I reckon she's fallen asleep because she's not texting me back. So I don't know how far through she is, but my aim is page 345 today, so I've got a lot to do. I was gonna be productive and get shit done today for YouTube, but that's not the case. So we're just gonna take another break today from life, which is fine, and tomorrow we will get shit done. Sunday will be productive, and Monday, and then back to work on Tuesday. So yeah, well, let's get this done though, and I will check back in with you when there's an update.
Tell me that it's my fault that it's over. Wish I played it different, I didn't know. All the times that you called me to be closer. Wish I paid attention, I should've known. You're probably with your friends, dancing on tabletops. Hands in his hair already, saying that you forgot about me. I just don't wanna know who you give your loving to. You'll end up leaving here with someone. I just don't wanna know you be drinking way past 2, lights out and it's
okay. Thought I'd come on and give you a reading update. It's 1:45 on Sunday morning, Saturday night, Sunday morning. I've had my glasses on and I must have scratched my face or something. Anyway, I feel very, very sick. Let me explain. I'm reading The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. If you've read this, I've just read chapter 21. I was given a light heads up this afternoon from Molly about chapter 21. She was, because Pris is ahead of me with our buddy read, she was trying to give Pris the heads up, but Pris wasn't in the chat, so Jade texted her, but obviously I was in the chat, so I got the heads up at the same time. And I went into expecting one thing. That's Pris texting me. I went into expecting one thing, and in the first few pages that didn't happen, and I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm trying to do this as vaguely as I possibly can, but because I don't want to spoil anything. But I went into it thinking it was going to be one thing, which would, to me, be like one of the most horrific things to read about. Then a couple of pages in, I was like, okay, this is horrendous, but it's not as bad as I was expecting it to be. So in my eyes, like, I watch a lot of movies. I am not adverse to blood and gore and death and things like that. I watch a lot of movies, like, not horror movies, but I watch a lot of action movies. And I was like, okay, fair enough. This is terrible, it's horrendous, and to some people this might be extremely horrific, and I understand why people would warn against it. But then we got further on into the chapter, and the thing that people are warning against happened, and I feel sick to my stomach. I don't know how R.F. Kuang wrote this scene. Like, I just don't know how she's been able to write this scene and then sleep at night. In all honesty, I'm just not sure how. Molly said this afternoon that when you've read this book, you actually want to research Chinese war information and stuff, because you want to know how much of this is true, because this is historical fiction. It's essentially, a lot of it is based off of true facts, things that have happened. So, and now I understand why she was saying that. I feel extremely sick at the thought of that scene, that is the kind of thing that would have been happening at this time and during these wars, and I just feel very, very sick. I texted Pris straight away, because obviously she's read it earlier on, a couple of hours ago, and said that she was going to have to put the book down for an hour and then come back to it, because she's gone on Mel sprints now. She wants to finish the book. She's only got 60 pages left, and I can see why she wants to carry on. In all honesty, I've got 2 hours of the audio left, and I'm wondering whether or not to just finish it. Like, this is where I'm at. I'm on page 429, but I feel very sick now, and I just don't know how much further to carry on with this today, or whether to just pick it up again tomorrow. I mean, tonight. It's Sunday already, but I've not slept yet, so swings and roundabouts. But fuck, how I had to Google. I wanted to give a list of trigger warnings, but honestly could not fathom how many there should be for this. So I Googled it instead, and I just want to mention the trigger warnings for this book. So this is for The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. This is the list of trigger warnings that I've found. There's probably a few more than this, but I'm just going to tell you about them anyway. So there's abandonment, ableism, abuse, both physical and emotional, addiction, animal death and cruelty, assault, blood, bones, bullying, character death, decapitation, drugs, fire, genocide, gore, hostages, human experimentation, infertility, massacres, misogyny, mutilation, murdering including children, profanity, racism, rape, past and recollected, self-harm, skeletons, torture, violence including against children, and war. So do be careful. That is a very, very long number of trigger warnings. I would say that if a number of those are heavy triggers for you, do not pick this book up. But I feel really, really sick. However, overall, I am fucking loving this book. which is a very strange thing to say considering the trigger warning list I've just told you and everything else I've just told you without trying to spoil anything. I am fucking loving this book. I don't know what it's going to come out as. This morning on Jade's, well, this afternoon even, it was gone 12, on Jade's Patreon sprints, I mentioned that I think it's going to be a 5-star. There's a there's a possibility, I've got politics in my head, I don't know why. There's a possibility that that could still be the case. There's also a possibility it might end up being a 4. I'm not sure till I put it through Corpile, but this is either going to be a very high 4 rating or a 5-star rating. I can see that happening. It's not going to be anything lower than a 4, not even close. I just feel a bit sick. But overall it's very, very good. I'm not going to tell you what it's about now. I will tell you about it when I do my wrap up tomorrow. But yeah, I feel a bit sick. I am going to finish this tomorrow. I don't know how many pages I've got left now. It's not a lot. It's 100 or just shy of 100. 527 pages overall, and I'm on page 429, so 98 pages left to go of the Poppy War. I will finish this tomorrow. I did want to let you know as well that I did read The Old Guard yesterday, so I have read a book already in 2021. I'll tell you about this tomorrow. I feel a little bit too sick to go into detail about what that's about now, but I am still hoping as well, to still read The Emperor of Stars tomorrow as well. We'll see how that goes. I don't know, but The Emperor of Evening Stars, I keep missing a word out of that title, my apologies, by Laura Thalassa, which is book 2.5 in the Bargainist series. So hopefully I'll be able to do that, but I don't know what's going to happen because I've got some other stuff to do. I've had 2 really lazy days now where I've done almost nothing other than read for 2 days and watch TV. So tomorrow I could really do with getting my shit together, despite the fact that it is a Sunday, which naturally is a lazy day, but I haven't filmed anything, so I've no videos for next week other than this reading vlog, so I really need to film stuff. Yeah, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm trying so hard not to be sick right now. That book's really knocked me for 6. So yeah, I think that's what my plan's gonna be, but I just wanted to give you a quick update on, I say quick, it's been 9 minutes, a quick update on that, and yeah, just give you some trigger warnings and stuff, and that's all I've got for you. I'm gonna go. I don't know if I'm going to carry on reading this book or whether I'm going to go to bed. But I'm going to go and try and not be sick. So I'll see you probably tomorrow now. There's no way I'm going to be back on here tonight. So I'll see you tomorrow. Hi team. It's Sunday afternoon. It's now 4 PM. But I thought I would just do a very quick update. I'm on a live at the moment with Molly, Jade and Ro, because our Mads is on her way down south for work. She's got work this week. She starts her new job. Good luck, Maddie. So I just wanted to give you a quick reading update and let you know where I'm up to. So last night I went through this with you, I've just remembered. So that's where I'm up to with that. And then last night I did pick up Keeper of the Lost Cities by Shannon Messenger. By Shannon Messenger, just to try and make sure that I didn't have nightmares about chapter 21, because it was highly likely that that was going to happen. So that's what I'm currently listening to now while I'm doing some bullet journaling, and I'm about 110 pages or so into this. I've been continuing on listening, so my bookmark is not in the right place. So I'm listening to this while I'm doing a bit of bullet journaling while I'm on the live. So I'm going to carry on with this live, do a bit more bullet journaling. I basically want to get like the front end of my bullet journal done. The rest of it, January's been done in pencil. There's only a little bit left for me to do in pencil, and then I can go in with a pen and film it. I will just do like an introduction to the first part of my, you know, the general bump that you put at the beginning of your bullet journal. So yeah, just want to finish that bit off, and then tomorrow I think I will film the bullet journal video, hopefully. I have just managed to film a haul for December as well. So yeah, not got as much done today as I hoped, but it is what it is, and we are where we are with it. So I am hoping to finish, if I could finish both of these today, that would be awesome, but my main aim is to finish Poppy War today. I've obviously not picked up the book in the bag in this series that I said I was going to pick up, but this makes it really easy for me to get through some bullet journaling stuff and making some notes and stuff for just my channel in general. So I can listen to this while doing that and then get through another book on my TBR, and then I will actually sit down and physically read and follow through the audio with this to finish that off later. So that's my plan. If I can finish them both, that would be really, really cool for the weekend, but we will see. So I'm gonna go and carry on doing what I was doing, and I will check back in with you when I've got an update for you. Hi team, it is Monday and it is 1:45, so I thought I would wrap this up here. I have been filming this morning so that I can get some editing done this afternoon. I'm going to be doing some sprints with moles, so I just wanted to get some filming done so that I actually had some stuff to edit for the week. So that's what I've been doing with myself. I actually didn't get out of bed till 12, so standard. But I thought I would wrap this weekend vlog up. It's not even been a weekly vlog. It'll feel like a weekly vlog when I come to edit it. Weekend vlog up and let you know what I read. I won't be going into details too much with these. Actually, with one of them I will, only on the basis that I didn't tell you about it at the time because I was still shook from one of the others. So the first book that I finished for the year was The Old Guard by several different people. This is a graphic novel. This is the first in a series, and this is called Opening Fire, and basically this is following a team of, I want to say immortals, but they're not completely immortal. They can be killed, but they seem to live thousands and thousands of years, and what appears to happen is the more that they get hurt over the years, eventually just one day they will not get up. And this is following a group of them who start off with a mission. They get sent on a mission by a person, and this mission ends up being like a decoy essentially to try and capture them. And then they find another one of their own, which has not happened in many long years, and the story just kind of goes from there. This is essentially, if you've seen the movie The Old Guard, this is essentially the movie, this one volume. I do have the second one because this was gifted to me by Suzanne. She gifted me the second one for Christmas, so I am looking forward to picking that one up, but obviously I don't know the story of that one because there's not been another movie yet, so I hope there is going to be another movie because I've really enjoyed this. I watched the movie first on the basis that I didn't know this was a graphic novel series. But yeah, I loved this. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Highly recommend if you're interested in your graphic novels and immortal-esque type stories. It's very good. I really enjoyed it. Highly recommend. 4 out of 5 stars. And then the second book that I finished for the weekend and for the year was The Poppy Walk by R.F. Kuang. This was 5 stars. This has shook me to my core. This is probably going to be my most shocking read of the year, most surprising read of the year, and probably on my top 10. I'm going to say that now, on the 4th of January. We will see whether or not that holds up, but it's definitely up there, 100%. If it's not in my top 10 for next year, it will be in my most surprising books of 2021, 100%. I thought I was going to hate this. I went into this was gifted to me by Cody, by the way. Thank you so much, Cody, for gifting me this and for knowing my reading taste better than I do. Girl, you nailed it. I don't like politics. I'm not a huge fan of war. Like, I watch movies more than I do read books. After saying that, I actually read more these days than I do watch movies, but I will usually not gravitate to war type movies. I don't particularly like them. I don't know what it is about them that I just struggle with them a little bit. I'm not a huge fan. Again, it's probably the politics a little bit. However, I'm not a big fan of politics. I was worried that I was going to hate this book. I thought I was going to DNF it, and it was going to be yet another popular book that I've DNF'd, and I would be known for being that person. However, I fucking love this. This was incredible. It was amazing. I loved it so much. I've talked about it enough this weekend. I loved it. I've gone through the trigger warnings. Please do go back and click through those if you need to. But do be careful picking this book up. There is a lot that happens. It is quite traumatizing. Do be very, very careful. But it's incredible. And I loved it a whole bunch. It was amazing. And I cannot wait to continue with the series. I shook, 100% shook. And then the other book that I got partway through, I think I'm halfway through it actually. I didn't manage to finish it because I was trying to get through the Poppy War instead last night. But the other book I got partway through was Keeper of the Lost Cities by Shannon Messenger, which is the middle grade monthly pick for the month of January. And I am currently on page 259. So I am hoping to finish this today, but this obviously won't be in the weekend reading vlog. It will be in the following week's reading vlog. So if you want to know my full thoughts on this, do wait for next week's reading vlog, essentially. But yeah, so far enjoying this. Following, I'm not going to go into the details of what this is about because you'll find out in next week's reading vlog if you're interested. But so far I'm enjoying it. It's good. So yeah, overall a good start to the month and to the year. I am happy with what I managed because this is a hefty book. It's very heavy. The subject matter is heavy and it's chunky as well. So I'm really glad I managed to get that off my shelves pretty early. I do still have 15 books to go because this actually wasn't officially on my TBR. So I do still have 15 books to go plus the rest of this. So 15 and a half books to go for the month. I am a little bit terrified, a little bit overwhelmed, but I'm looking forward to it because I'm excited about the books on my TBR. So this is what I read this week. I had a great reading weekend. Sorry, this weekend even. Overall, I had a great weekend. Yeah. It was good. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you got to the end, leave me a flower of some sorts. Poppy. Leave me a flower of some sorts in the description box if you don't want to leave anything else. And I shall see you next time. Bye for now.